Hey guys, it's Sarah. So let's do some scrappy chatting. I hope I have enough to talk about. I mean, I guess I kind of do. I'm still really not 100% sure how this whole month is going to go because I just started graduate school, but everything so far seems like it's going to be a little bit normal-ish. I'm going to have my Noel Mignon kits every Friday. That's not going to be a problem. And I am working on Brody's album as well, so I should have my mini Mondays, no problem. My wedding album, however, I'm not 100% sure how that's going to go. I don't have any solid plans to get back to it quite yet, and it might just be something that pops up when I have time to work on it because I'm concentrating more on my design team stuff and my mini Mondays because to me those, I don't want to say they're more important, but the design team, I do have commitments to people for that. So I guess it would be more important in that way. And then with Brody, that's one that I know that I can get through fairly quickly because it's a smaller canvas that I'm working on. I'm doing 8.5 by 11, so those go really quickly for me. So those are a little bit easier for me to do right now. So that has become definitely more of a priority. And everything else we're just gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see how it goes. But I am loving the layouts that I've been making lately. The Noel kit this month is so up my alley. It's called Study Guide and it's very school themed and there's lots of books. So there will be some book layouts coming up this month for me for sure. And I'm really excited to do that. But I've really been enjoying that for sure. And I did finish my Rediscover Your Stash kit that I had started a few months ago when they did the first round of that challenge. And then they did a second round, so I just continued with the kit I already had. And I did go ahead and finish that up, so I'm really excited about that one. And I haven't really gotten back to anything that I had started before quite yet, but we're gonna have to kind of see how it goes. I'm still working on trying to make sure I have my Noel kits and my mini Mondays done ahead of time. Those are kind of like my priorities right now. And then once I get through those, then I can start working on some other stuff. So I'm still kind of working on it a little bit, but making progress. Okay, some fun stuff. I am allowing myself this year, finally, I think it's been like 3 years since I purchased a kit, but I am going to be buying a December Daily kit. And by the time this goes up, I probably already purchased it, but I have been not allowing myself to get an official Ali Edwards December Daily kit for the past few years because I really needed to make a dent in my own personal holiday stash. And I told myself, you can go back and you can buy a kit as soon as you actually get through some of the stuff that you already have accumulating. And I did that. So I have made a couple, I want to say it's been 2 or 3 years since I've allowed myself to buy one, just because I wanted to make sure I was using what I have first. And I did. I made 2 complete December Daily albums using just what I had in my stash. I didn't buy anything else at all. And then last year, after I finished with the project, I went through all of my leftovers and I really purged some stuff because there were things that I kept glancing over every single time. And I was like, okay, if I've been glancing over it for 3 years, I'm not going to use it. So I went ahead and purged some stuff. So I definitely have a lot less now, which is fantastic. I probably still have enough to make an album, but now I'm getting tired of it because I've been using it every year. So now I am ready to allow myself to get a kit. And I believe what I'm planning to get, I hope it works out because this is like one of those, it goes live and you need to be on the computer to buy it because things are probably going to sell out. But I'm planning to get Ali's main kit and then the red album that has gold foil script writing on it. Those are my plans. And then she also has a set of religious journaling cards that I plan to get as well. She was showing those in her Facebook Live little share. She was kind of showing you little tidbits from each kit so you can kind of see what the running themes are and what the colors are. She didn't show the entire things at all, but you got little snippets of it. So that's kind of my plan, and hopefully it'll work out when I'm on the computer trying to buy everything. But yeah, so I'm really, really excited about that. So I will be excited to actually get some new supplies. I haven't gotten new scrappy stuff for quite a while, so it's exciting. Okay, another thing that I'm thinking about doing is I am going to the Victoria Marie Scrapbook Retreat, which is going to be in Texas in October. I think it's the third weekend in October, and I'm very excited about it. I went last year as well, and it was so much fun. So I'm really excited to go and see some of the same people that were there last year too, because a lot of us signed up right again, and to see Victoria and to see some new people as well. There's some new people who didn't go last year who are going to be going, so that'll be exciting. And I am thinking about doing the same type of prep for a crop that Nicole Jones does. So I don't know if you've watched any of her page prep videos that she's been doing lately. She's been kind of showing you how she puts these page kits together, and she'll do like 20 or 30 at a time. And she'll go through the process and show you and talk about why she's choosing things. And, you know, as she's putting things together by colors, she's showing you, you know, this goes really well with this and here's why and all that. So she's been, you know, doing like pattern papers in one video, and then she'll do embellishments in one video and like little extras in another one. And I'm thinking about doing something like that where I'm actually filming my process. And what I like about Nicole, the way that she does it, is she builds these page kits without any pictures in mind. And she worries about the pictures later. She's like, I just like this, and this goes well with that, and hey, look, the sticker goes cute with this, and then she'll pick her pictures afterwards, whatever she thinks would work with that. She did say that sometimes as she's building things, ideas will pop in her head, so she'll just write them down. You know, she'll be like, oh, this would be great for that trip we took, and she'll just write that down. So I'm thinking about doing that for the Victoria Marie crop and filming my process for that. So if that's something you'd like to see, let me know, but I'm really considering doing that. I just like her process of doing it. It would be definitely something different for me because I always build page kits by picture. So I have a picture first. I'm like, okay, I'm going to scrap this layout. What do I need for it? And then I go from there. So I think this would be a definite, not only a challenge for me, but I just think it would be a good change of pace. So let me know if that's something you want to see, but I'm thinking very, very seriously about doing that. Okay, so that's kind of all scrappy related that I wanted to talk about. I did have one other thing I wanted to talk about though, and it's going to be a little bit of a hard thing to talk about. I think I'll be okay, but it's something I wanted to address because I actually had quite a few people from YouTube comment or either make comments or send me messages and ask me questions about a certain event that recently happened. And so I kind of realized that people are picking up on where I live and what has been happening this past week. So I just kind of wanted to address it. Okay, so I live in New Mexico, and I guess I never really talk about what town I live in, and I don't know why, I just don't. But I do live in Clovis, and Clovis has made kind of national news in the past week because we did have a pretty gut-wrenching thing happen here. So last Monday, a 16-year-old boy walked into our public library and he opened fire, and he shot 6 people. 2 of those women have died, and the other 4 are expected to recover. And I got messages a lot because I volunteer at that library quite often. And so a lot of people were concerned for my safety and, you know, just making sure I was okay. And I was safe. I was not at the library that day. I wouldn't have been there anyway because of the time frame that it happened. It happened right after 4 o'clock, and my girls are out of school then. So I don't go and volunteer while my girls are with me, but, it was very scary. And, it was a really big blow to our town, and we're still kind of just in a fog and not really, understanding what it was, even though this person has told his story. We still are just like, it doesn't make sense. So yeah, that happened. And since I do volunteer there, I did know the 2 women that passed away. So that's really tough. and my girls knew one of them because she was the children's librarian, so that's really hard. And I also know one of the victims who is expected to recover, so that's good. But it was a blow, a big blow. It was really hard. We were all just really in shock, and yeah, but we're coming together and we're trying to figure out how to move on. It's really, really hard. The library is not open as of right now. I don't know, you know, we don't know when it's going to happen. I know there's going to be a lot of just, I don't know, you know, and understandably, it's, that was a really tragic thing, and you never know when things are going to, you know, start back up and, you know, reopen and programs going to start again. And I'm the president of the Friends of the Library, and I don't know when, you know, we're going to be getting back to that. And that's not important. You know, obviously everyone's mental health is more important. But yeah, it was a big thing, and it did make national news. So I did have a lot of people, you know, asking me, is this where you live? Are you okay? And it is where I live. And I did know some of the victims, but yeah, we're okay. But I just wanted to address that and just really thank you guys for your prayers and for your concerns. And I was really surprised a lot of people picked up on that because I just don't really talk about Clovis all that much. I just say, you know, when I say I live somewhere, it's New Mexico. But yeah, so okay, I just wanted to talk about that and let you guys know that that was what was happening, but I'm okay. And thank you guys so much for, you know, again, your concerns and everything. It means the world that you guys even thought about me when that happened and all that. So yeah, but definitely just a really hard time for our town and for me personally, because, you know, 2 women I know, you know, and we weren't like super close, but every time I went in there, I would talk to them, and I would, you know, we'd have conversations and all that. And the children's librarian, I knew her a little bit more. And my, you know, my girls knew them, and they love going to the library, and they see her all the time there. So, yeah, it's a hard thing that we're going through, but we'll be okay, and we'll rise above it. But okay, on that note, I'm gonna go. I actually have some plans to do some scrapping this morning, but thank you guys so much for all of your love and your support. It really, really, really means the world to me, and I love you guys. All right, I'm gonna go, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Let me know down below if you guys have any questions, and I will talk to you later. Have a great day, guys. Bye.